Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Black Ops 6. Yes, believe it or not, we are back on Black Ops 6 here today because I wanted to record new footage of the new update that just came out, which honestly has me confused. I need you guys to tell me, am I being the asshole here, or is this going to be just another clear-cut case of Activision and Treyarch trying to gaslight and manipulate the player base? Because we know they do that. In fact, let's take a look at what happened today before we get into the real thick of things here with the video. So if you guys caught yesterday's upload, you know that Activision, in their infinite wisdom, decided to completely ignore the pile of issues with Black Ops 6 and Warzone and instead continue to promote new bundles within the shop. The trailer for the new bundles were posted on Twitter and they got community noted, claiming that bundles within Black Ops 6 are subject to not function as advertised and sometimes they could be changed entirely after purchasing, which is true. But today, that community note has been removed. It sure as hell looks to me like Activision got on the phone with Twitter and got that note removed, because when they're advertising something, it looks really bad to have people calling them out on their bullshit, and it looks like Twitter agreed to remove the note entirely. That is some next level scumfuckery and censorship. They're pushing out buggy products, and when the community makes a note on it to warn potential consumers of what they might be getting themselves into, Activision and Twitter have censored it. If that's not a clear-cut indicator that you should not be buying things in the Call of Duty shop, then I don't know what else would be. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead with the video here and talk about what else happened today, because once again, I want to know what you guys think about this. So on January 3rd, they pushed out the Squid Game event, which essentially broke the game. We've been covering that a lot here on the channel. Crashes were on the rise, the event didn't work right, the paid rewards track, which was a travesty to begin with, had copy and pasted voice lines from the replacer bundle on the reward skin. The list goes on and on. Well, one part of that update that fans especially did not like was they nerfed zombies in several different ways, and these changes made zero sense. Like, for a lot of us, zombies has been the lone good thing about Black Ops 6, but even then, it still has its flaws because it's always online, and Activision has hamster wheel servers apparently, which cause us to lag, stutter about, and sometimes even disconnect while playing solo. In the patch notes of that update, they revealed that for some unknown reason, they nerfed directed mode and made it so we had to wait almost 45 seconds in between rounds, which essentially killed the mode for camo grinding and challenges, and they also nerfed a speedrunning tactic as well as the Shadow Rift ammo mod. It just made no sense, right? Like, it pissed off the entire zombies community, which was the only part of the player base that was even remotely happy with the game. It was just so out of left field, and they gave absolutely no reasoning for why they did it. Well, today, after nearly a week of randomly just nerfing things for no reason, they reverted the changes. Directed mode is back to normal. Shadow Rift has been buffed in 4 different ways, and the shock charge speedrunning strat is still being worked on, but that will be coming back as well. So my question to Treyarch here is why? They gave zero explanation for all of this, and again, let me know in the comments if I'm just being too pessimistic here, but it sure as hell seems to me like they made these changes for no reason, changes that made no sense whatsoever, and then reverted them a week later in an effort to make themselves look like the good guys and make it look like they're quote-unquote listening to the community. Instead of addressing the real issues with Black Ops 6 and Warzone, they essentially created a non-problem and then fixed it. Maybe I'm just being the asshole here, but it sure as hell seems like this is some creepy manipulative tactic to trick the player base into thinking that the devs actually care and that they're listening to the community. But I'm just not buying it, dude. I'm not. Like, even in the blog post, they don't actually explain anything. Like, just take a look at this. Hey everyone, let's talk about those changes from January 3rd. The team is always focused on making zombies fun and rewarding. It's why we make video games. Okay. And we don't always nail it the first time. Some fixes for bugs or exploits can become lower priority as more important issues come up, and some need to be held for an update further down the line. Last Friday's changes to Big Game for Shadow Rift, the Shock Charge speedrun step for Terminus, and directed mode spawn delays after 5 looped rounds are prime examples of these. Like, what? Like, am I misreading this? Like, this doesn't actually make sense to me. We know it's not fun to see a quote-unquote fix multiple weeks later for something that wasn't bothering you in the first place, so we've reverted the directed mode changes, giving Shadow Rift 4 new buffs, and scheduling a fix to allow speedrunners to safely use the shock charge tactic in Terminus again. The first 2 are live now, with the speedrun fix needing some extra testing before it goes live. again, maybe I'm crazy here. I need you guys to let me know in the comments, but where in there did they actually explain why they nerfed directed mode in the first place? Besides the fact that's one of the most popular modes within the game for farming camos, challenges, and leveling up quickly. I think it's entirely possible that they did not want people getting Nebula camo too fast or leveling up too quickly or anything like that, so they decided it would be best for player retention to slow down our progress. But the only problem is the game is still bleeding players like crazy, so now they're just like, oh, we're so sorry, please come back and play zombies, we're sorry, we put the thing back in the game that you like. I will say they did make a good change today by taking the Squid Game Zombies mode and increasing the round limit up to 20 and letting us play it on Liberty Falls, and apparently they plan to make the round limit even higher next week. But once again, it really seems like one of those situations where they created an artificial problem just to swoop in and fix it and hope that the community does not see through their bullshit. I think at this point the community is far too wise to Activision and their nonsense, and it's going to take a lot of work to win that player base back because the numbers just keep going down, man. Each and every day it goes down. When I checked before recording this video, Call of Duty is not even in the top 10 on Steam right now. Like, it's getting really freaking bad. And like I said before, they are going to have to do something to stop the bleeding, but right now it seems like they're attempting to do that just by creating non-problems and then fixing them while ignoring the actual problems with the game. I don't know if it's because they're completely incompetent at their jobs, I don't know if it's because they don't actually play their game, or maybe they're just being intentionally malicious. It's honestly hard to tell at this point. Maybe it's all just being run by AI, the same way they're doing the voice moderation within the game, which just further kills off the community even more. I see so many people talking about that, like every single day people are getting chat banned and the games are just dead essentially. Like, you jump into search and destroy, nobody's speaking, they're afraid to speak because AI is going to ban them, you know? Everyone's like in a party chat or sitting in Discord now. Like, everything about COD is just so down bad right now, and it's honestly just getting kind of crazy. Like, I was looking at my channel, I haven't missed an upload in like 2 or 3 weeks because every single day there's something new when it comes to this franchise, and it's never good. That is the problem right now, man. The narrative around Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty has been horrendous as of late, but when it comes to Activision, what are they going to do about it? Nothing. They're just going to continue promoting their bundles on Twitter and then removing community notes when people try to call them on their bullshit. It's actually getting that bad, ladies and gentlemen. But if you're wondering about skill-based matchmaking, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up here with this. Exclusive Ace posted his video today kind of talking about the state of the Call of Duty franchise, and in there he stated that he hasn't seen a single person actually get their skill data whatsoever. Then he posted a pinned comment saying that 2 people that he's aware of have gotten their data from Activision. So it's entirely possible that we will get our skill data, but it's going to be one of those things where they're going to delay it and delay it and delay it because we're talking about a trillion with a T dollar company that can't just send out emails, for crying out loud. I definitely think they're purposely making this take forever so that people hopefully forget about the entire situation. They're hoping to release like new map remakes or start teasing Verdansk or something like that before giving us our information, hoping that we forget about it. But I'm still waiting. Every single day I check for my skill data in my email. It just has not come yet, and apparently it still might be, but again, this is Activision we're talking about, so they're intentionally going to delay it or possibly just not send it out whatsoever. As always, I will keep you guys posted as we learn more and as that story develops, but for right now, I'm going to wrap up this video here today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for your continued support of my channel and for watching this video, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.